Ukraine, where a second day of fierce fighting is unfolding there. Russian forces are reportedly closing in on the Ukrainian capital.
People have been taking shelter in subway stations and bomb shelters. An estimated 50,000 people have fled the country, seeking safety in Poland and Moldova. WGN's Mike Lowe is keeping an eye on the latest developments from the newsroom. Mike?
Ben and Lourdes, good afternoon to both of you. President Biden has made it clear that the United States will not become involved with the conflict on the ground in Ukraine. But this afternoon, the U.S. joined the European Union in imposing harsh financial sanctions on Vladimir Putin himself.
Ukrainians continued to battle for control of their capital city, Kyiv, as Russian forces continued to close in on the city. New explosions rattled the area around the Ukrainian capital as Russia reportedly captured a nearby airbase.
Подоляк тут, президент тут.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky released a defiant video saying he's not leaving the capital. But the country's leaders warned residents to stay indoors and prepare Molotov cocktails to defend Kyiv. The Ukrainian government has given out 18,000 machine guns to volunteers. Zelensky held a 40-minute phone call with President Biden on Friday. Following the meeting, Zelensky tweeted that the two leaders discussed strengthening sanctions, concrete defense assistance, and an anti-war coalition. Amid the fierce fighting by Ukrainians, the State Department blasted Russian disinformation, which includes the restricting of access to Facebook.
Moscow is resorting to outright lies in an effort to weaken the resolve of Ukraine's military and of its people.
Russian leader Vladimir Putin is increasingly isolated from the international community. Today, several nations, including the U.S., vowed to impose sanctions on him personally.
At this point, we don't know where this is moving to, but we know that we have to respond forcefully. We have to put sanctions on Vladimir Putin, the likes of which he's never seen in his life.
In Chicago today, U.S. Senator Dick Durbin, who this week visited NATO bases in Eastern Europe, said the global community must resist Russia.
We need to stand together as a world against this kind of aggression.
Meantime, anti-war protesters in Moscow chanted "No to war." And nearly 1,000 people were arrested and detained by the Kremlin. As hundreds of thousands of people attempt to flee Ukraine, the United Nations humanitarian chief says they're staying put.
The UN and its humanitarian partners, all those people I have the fortune to work with, are committed to continue and indeed to expand our presence. We have not left, we are not leaving Ukraine.
And tonight there is an update on one of yesterday's most disturbing developments. The International Atomic Energy Agency says radiation levels at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant remain at safe levels even after the Russian military forces seized the complex. Ben and Lourdes, back to you.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. And